So the reason I'm saying that it has the potential to be a digital COVID is mostly because the time it takes to attack someone is asymmetrical to the time it takes to protect. And attacking is a lot easier given this vulnerability than protecting, discovering of what you need to protect. And therefore, attacks can spread very, very fast. And if they spread fast, bad guys can have access to too many resources all at the same time, and then the whole system becomes just really, really fragile.
This is exactly, I think, what we talked. So around one, it's a very pervasive use of the library. It's everywhere. Right. And the second, it's really easy to exploit it. Yes. And now we're basically going to see attackers using it to target different systems in specific campaigns. And the question is, first, how do we detect all of these systems? How do we identify all of these systems across all of the environment? I read today in the news that even NASA's Mars helicopter is vulnerable to the Log4j. So basically, how do we identify all of these systems across the state in the most rapid way?
Well, the reason I'm here is because I'm grateful for the partnership that we have between the two companies and being able to use your software to quickly identify the places where we may have, or actually where we have a problem. And we were able to use Wiz. I reached out when this happened a couple of days ago. So we became a Wiz customer. When was it? In November? I think in November. And I would say, signed a pretty big deal with you guys. And I reached out to the CEO of your company. I said, hey, you just paid for the whole deal in 1 week. And the reason I said that was because by using your software, we were able to identify the places where we can find vulnerabilities extremely fast so we can patch it, right? So you can get an inventory of all those doors and windows. So generally speaking, we're very fortunate that large portions of our infrastructure are running in the cloud. And given the fact that they're running in the cloud, both in AWS and Azure, you have cloud native software that we were able to use. And maybe it's serendipity, not in a great way, but this is what your software was designed to deal with. And so, static analysis and dependency analysis across vast number of computers, trying to figure out, producing a dependency graph and security graph, trying to figure out where you might have issues. Once you know where you have issues, then patching it is not actually as hard as just knowing where they are. So we used Wiz, and after going through the whole experience and actually focusing on fixing the problem, I agreed to do this podcast as a big thank you for the partnership.